This is the stream now.
Yep, just noises. Just noises now.
Why do you have spell cards, DM?
What?
No reason.
Oh, no.
Liar!
Welcome to the worst ASMR you've ever heard. No, welcome back to GutPunchRP, TTRPG stream where we are currently playing Fractured Peninsula, a D&D 5e game where all players are going to make it out alive tonight.
The
Before the
GM's
break.
not ominous at all.
Before the break, they were just in a little fight with gnolls after just making it out of a Feywildy swamp situation, and now they're back inside the nice, safe walls of a rough and tumble port called Blackrock Port. That was too many ports in a sentence. I apologize.
Port apologize?
Anyway.
Portlogize? I'm sorry.
Porta potty.
No.
There we
But you can pee wherever here.
Someone
It's
clip
mostly
it. I
alleys.
can't.
No clipping. But yes, the team, the group, the adventuring party, if you will, has just re-entered the gates of Blackrock Port. They have an inn that they could go to and collect some money and return a donkey to, because technically that is the donkey of the proprietors of this bar. They also have homes and businesses and friends and anything else they could possibly want to get up to in this city. So, my intrepid party, as you enter the gates, what direction are you going?
I mean, we gotta finish the job, right?
Yeah, we need to get the money.
So... head back to the bar.
Alright. So you are heading back to the Drunken Monk Inn. So as you enter the city, you sort of take a right at the first main thoroughfare, and you walk for just about a block. Like, it's very much right at the edge of the city. And just like it always looks, it's maybe open. There's a little bit of light coming through the smoke and dust-crusted windows, but not a lot. There's nothing to indicate that there's a ton of people in there. But there's this thin line of smoke coming from the chimney, and you can absolutely go in and see if your buddy Rolf.
I found it.
Yep, I was too, just trying to scroll. I was like, what the fuck was Buddy's
Flipping
name?
through note pages, yeah.
Rolf. You can see if Rolf is there. We all know him. We all love him. He's a guy.
Well, go on inside, yeah.
You go in and you walk into the smell of stale beer. There's a little bit of pipe smoke wafting through the air. The scent of an extremely subpar brown stew hits your nose specifically, Gloves, and just makes it curl up a little. There's one table of people who look like they don't want to be spoken to in one corner, and in the exact opposite corner, another table of people who look like they don't want to be talked to. You're the most colorful group in here, and the most lively, just by being upright and walking. It's not Rolf at the bar tonight, but a sort of tousle-haired 20-something who looks like someone should probably hose them off and give them a tetanus shot. D&D tetanus shot, that's a minor restoration, right?
Digging through the healer's kit.
Probably. Hey, is Rolf in today at all?
Can I get you anything? My name's Rita.
I kind of just need to talk to my buddy Rolf about something. I was just wondering if he's here.
We're not supposed to tell when people are on duty. We've had some incidents.
If it helps, it's Maury asking.
They like look down and are clearly like flipping through the pages of some. I'll be right back. And through like the
Thanks,
narrowest, disgusting like little piece of fabric, they disappear into the back.
Can I like stand on my tippy toes and look over the counter and like peer at what papers he was looking at?
Yes.
Perception check.
Yes. Snoop.
What is this? Is that a 1? Oh, how rude. That's a 1. So a 4, but natural 1.
So you kind of try and do that thing where you drag yourself up over the too tall bar and are like up off your toes, trying to be like, what's in the ledger?
Little feet still kicking, tail going.
Yeah, and it's slightly too far back underneath the ledge of the bar, and there's a little too much shadow, and all you can kind of see is like scribbly lines. Nothing is really forming to you. It looks like a ledger.
Rain, just give me a boost. If I'm just a little bit higher, I could see it.
And at that moment, the door swings back open.
I just look
I
at
like to yank her down
fall backwards.
before they step through instead of giving the boost.
And it's Rolf just coming through like, oh, look who made it back.
From the floor. Hi, Rolf.
We survived.
It's always a pleasure to hear that the people that I'd sent on trips survived, but
And we've got the delivery for you too, so.
let's check it out. And he sort of comes around the bar and like way too hard on the back, just sort of like claps you, Maury, and starts like just walking out the door. He leads you around the side, kind of like where you knew that the donkey came from, like parked him back there. And he like pauses, lights a torch. He's clearly in no hurry. From that torch, he lights a cigarette. Kind of turns around to all of you. So, any trouble?
Nothing
Honestly.
unexpected, I don't think.
And nothing we couldn't handle.
That's what I like to hear from couriers. And he turns to the cart, exhaling like a long trail of smoke, kind of dramatically as he goes. And brings the torch down just so that the light of it is casting across the back of the cart. He lets out a very like long, low whistle. And anyone who would be paying attention to this man in a serious way can go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Yes, absolutely.
If
That's correct. Okay, let's try that again. Ooh, that's trash. Okay, let's see.
14.
All right.
11.
With the 15, sort of, there's a catch in his whistle that clearly indicates that this is an unexpected bounty in a way that works for him. If you catch the drift there. So as he sort of is leaning over this and looking, he brings himself upright and turns around to you and goes, so, what'd we agree on? Was it like 25 gold?
Let me think. I'm not sure, but let me think.
I thought it was 100 gold apiece.
I like
It
you.
was definitely at least 50.
I mean,
With-
given the haul we managed to get, I think what we're trying to say is let's renegotiate.
He sort of looks around at the range of things that just happened and focuses in on you a little bit, Gloves, and goes,
Can I
is
suddenly
better.
do an emboldening bond? On Gloves?
I mean, if you want to roll a sleight of hand.
I'm great at these guys. As all her magic is like bright gold magical flowers. Oh,
Why
wait.
didn't I pick guidance? God damn it.
Oh, okay. What'd you say, stealth?
Yes, this little sleight of hand, stealth, something.
Oh, I got +2, guys, so that's 16!
Oh, fuck you.
Surprising everyone!
Including this guy who I was like, I rolled a 15. Look at me, though. Anyway, so yeah, you are kind of able to just sneak in an emboldening bond.
Roll a d4 to all, like, 1 roll per turn. Gloves.
So you can
Sounds
add that to what you just rolled if you would like.
Absolutely. And this is persuasion, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So with persuasion, my persuasion's a -1, so that's 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Rolled pretty nuts.
So they're like, they just kind of give you that look of like someone who's just gonna meet you more than halfway, and they like slap you on the back, and if you are okay with it, they'll sort of do like the arm around you, like fraternal thing, and be like, "Come on, we're gonna go negotiate this inside and have a beer."
Okay.
And they sort of look to the rest of you like that. Yeah, come on.
All right.
They take you back inside, and they're like, they go around to the back of the bar, lay out a line of small glasses, and just pour a amber liquid into each of them. So obviously there's going to be 6 glasses total. I like you all. You seem competent. You didn't come back here with anyone chasing you that I can see.
Looks behind my back.
Triss is doing the same thing.
And you're watching your 6, apparently. And then they look to you, Gloves.
It just means behind you. It just means watching, to keeping an eye on what's behind you. That's all it means.
like a clock, you know.
Like
You
on a
ever see
clock
a
face,
clock
if
before?
12 is in front of you,
Not a lot of artifice.
Then 3 is over there.
Hey.
If you're looking
and
at a
6 is back
sundial,
there. 9.
Oh.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Bringing out the sundial. They turn to Gloves and go, you seem like maybe you have the lay of the land a little bit more than everyone else here. Seen you around before.
Now, I've definitely worked the land.
Should she be like guarding the door outside, just still like looking at Gloves?
I think it's important that she sits in and learns things.
Yes. Yeah. Bless her.
So, she'll get the hang of it.
You're a kinder manager, I guess, than I. So we're renegotiating. It was 50. You picked up, I'm impressed. What are you saying?
Well, considering the advice of our one-team botanist, there's quite a bit of product, and I think bump it up a fair amount per head, based on the quality, which you can attest to, right, Maury?
Yeah. It's top quality. You're not gonna get anything better than that.
Well, I sent you to that lady. I know her whole business. You don't have to tell me.
Yeah,
it's
and her
top
whole
quality.
deal is a lot, and who else? And like,
Ah,
100 gold.
Okay, now she's doing the best negotiating. Like, you guys know I sent you on this job, and I know what she sends back. This one's just yelling amounts of money and has.
I mean, that's a decent starting place, actually.
That's
Yeah.
like honestly,
200 gold.
no. Well, you
I like that even better.
That's okay. Let's slow down a second.
Oh, right.
We usually do
150.
right. We usually do
She's just
offer, counter offer, off.
I think she's
It's
got
his
the
turn
whole
now.
thing though. I really feel like she could just run this. Any other offers, counter offers from you? Big one?
300?
That's worse. Never mind. Look, I'll be fair. I'll be egalitarian. Maybe leave even a little Democritus. I'll go with the 100 because I like your faces, and also I would like to. If you seem real fucking good at this, so if you're looking for work in the future, I can find something. I take care of those who take care of me. Also,
We are indeed looking for work in the future. And the present.
You gotta wait at least like 20 minutes to ask for more work just for the future. Like, let deal one close and then you buy a drink and then try and do the next one.
But you've already laid out drinks and you're going to give us 100 gold right now.
But those were doing
So
this
we've
the
basically,
first time.
didn't we close the...
I'm not
I
talking
don't
to
have the
any.
golden hand yet.
Oh.
I'm reevaluating. I'm just gonna give you 100 gold to not have to talk to her anymore. And like he just like turns from the bar after downing this shot. He doesn't care. Like he was absolutely gonna like do a toast and all that shit. But is done. Downs his shot, goes to the back.
Oh.
You wait a beat. You're not sure if he's coming back entirely.
That's good. Aggressive negotiating.
I am nothing if not persnistus.
Yep.
Persist.
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 Liz, roll a dexterity check. Make him saving throw. Saving throw. Oh,
Saving through? Okay.
Yeah.
Same difference.
Also,
15.
Liz should handle every single negotiation from now on.
Absolutely.
So, out of the corner of your eye, as you're mispronouncing the word persistent, you see that two-way door just kind of swing open and hear a whoosh as your hand flies up and you catch a extremely heavy bag of coins that is flying at your head. She's back. I'd hire her again. That was real fucking good. There's your 100. Just know. You need some work on the negotiating. I'm a soft soul. And I even kind of want to kill you all, so just think about it in the future. One more round. And he pours, like, if anyone has taken their shot, he refills theirs, but mostly just refills his if no one else has.
Definitely.
Triss was waiting for everyone to do the shots. So, like...
Don't be polite. Like, I'll wait
Yeah.
for, like, him to take it, too. But, like, yeah, I've already
This
said
time
yeah.
he absolutely, like, lifts it and is like, to the future.
The future.
Takes it and immediately again disappears to the back. Like he is definitely gonna go out to the little corral, stables, whatever it is on the side, and deal with that. But then he's also done dealing with y'all.
Important character question, Liz. What are you doing with that bag of gold?
would divvy it up.
Okay.
Like,
You all saw her catch it. It's all of your money.
Yup.
Oh, you're pressing the issue.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you now
Let's go.
essentially doubled your take from this job, and he was paying, like, you know, okay wages if you're someone who is a dock worker, a
Yeah.
farmhand, a tavern. You got paid more than you've been paid in a long time, is all I'm trying to say.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. This is big money. This is
Mhm.
big money.
Yeah. I'm like, where is my...
Damn.
Yes. What?
Could I get a description of the other people who definitely don't want to be talked to in the bar?
So there's...
Yes.
As you walked in, there was like a table to the far right and to the far left. That's not how you should say those two things. But so as you walk in and to your left, there are like, it's a pair of people who kind of look like townies. They look very, very average, but they also look like they've had a hard day. And they look like their day might have involved beating people up for money. Generally, maybe not people you want to start a conversation with unless you're trying to end it in violence. On the other side, sitting at a table, there is a woman with like long dark hair and very narrow features, sharp eyes, who just is sitting alone and sipping a very small glass of something that looks like sherry or wine, and reading like a tattered book or journal or something. It's flat on the table, doesn't have very much like body to it, and it's just paying mostly attention to that. But every now and then her eyes shoot up and look at everyone in the room as though to make sure you are staying far enough away from her.
Do it.
So how many drinks were served to us?
To you
2
all,
rounds?
2 rounds. 2 rounds.
Okay.
If you're gonna fight, let Triss know she can buff you.
Just go into it half-cocked. Just do it.
You just got money from this place. Don't throw a TV through the wall.
No,
That's fair.
Liz takes the 2 drinks that she did not drink
Okay.
and goes over to the other the 2
Okay.
and like, y'all seem like friendly folks. You enjoy drinks, right?
We're friendly enough if you fucking have drinks. They kind of are like eyeing your hands, both of them.
Yeah, I don't really drink, and so I was wondering if you would like these.
Well, you're our new best friend then. And they
Oh,
both...
well,
no.
hi, my name's Lizarath Humblegrain. If we're best friends, what's your name?
Igor. Like I-G-O-R. I'm mirroring your accent. I don't like it. Not your accent. I don't like mirroring it. It's very... My name's Igor. This is my friend, Miles. With an I-L. I don't know why I said with an I, but... Can we help you? We're already...
I don't know. Can you help me?
May we help you?
Well, oh no, sorry. I didn't know. I thought you were maybe offering to help me. I do need to like secure a courier. Would you know?
Like the fucking post office?
I mean, sure. Do you know where the post office is?
They like very slowly like look at each other. And Igor just looks back at you and goes, yeah, no, what the fuck is this? And they lean past you and go, hey, is your friend fucking with us?
I don't think I am doing that, sir.
No, she's being very sincere.
Well,
she's
does
just
one of
very
you
friendly.
know does one of you know where the post office is? Because why is she talking to us? Thank you for the
Come on,
thank you for
Liz,
the
let's
drinks.
go.
You seem lovely. That was too many questions after a 12-hour shift, though, lady.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I just. Oh, okay.
Been up since 3:45 this morning.
Mhm.
Let's get out of let's
I gotta check.
find folks to their drinks.
I got
Let's go,
attacked.
Liz.
We got attacked by gnolls.
I'm grabbing her arm and starting to move towards the door. Like,
Are you able to move her?
probably not.
I mean,
I'm like,
are
if
you-
Liz is
are
like,
you
if Liz
really-
is resisting, I'm just like, ugh.
Are you going with Liz?
Yeah, I'll go with it.
And you just hear as like you get pulled away. Fucking shit. So you've alienated 2 of the patrons of this bar. You want to try anyone else?
I mean,
I
kinda.
am taking you. I am walking out the door. I am walking outside. With, like,
Outside.
I'm
To
going
the post
outside.
office, guys.
If you want to break off, like,
Is anyone else harassing any other patrons inside the bar?
Do I recognize anyone?
No.
Okay,
like,
I'm out of here then. Come on, Rain, town crawl. We gotta take Liz to the post office.
It is.
Did-
As you walk outside, though, you guys know the post office is closed. Like every courier service.
Small town hours.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what time of day is it?
It's like 8
Yeah.
p.m. It's not even small town hours. It's
Right?
normal shit. It's the
Fair,
city,
okay.
y'all. There
it's
are-
just late. All right.
There are bars. You can get, I don't know, maybe some grocery items from the corner store or whatever. But it's party time or it's going to bed time. Not to bully you.
Does anyone need a place to stay?
No, I've got my place.
Okay. Well,
I
do
do.
we want to meet up in the morning and at the temple, and we can get all of the items identified?
Yeah.
Or is maybe it's identified that we can get?
And Liz.
I said I needed a place to stay.
Yeah, Liz is
so-
coming with. Well, we'll get your room back together.
Just put her on like the child's leash and drag her along.
Yeah.
So we're calling it a night and we're dispersing for the evening. So we have Liz and Triss and
Rain.
Rain all going to the far edge of town, kind of continuing down this road and a little further, and then around a winding path to one of the oldest temples in the city and one of the temples that is furthest outside of what people consider the proper city. As you guys are walking, is there anything you discuss, anything you bring up, any fights you start at this pivotal moment in the evening?
Any fights?
I don't know, like
What?
whatever you want to do. I'm
What?
just trying to get your downtime right.
Is our sleeping arrangements at the temple?
Yeah, there's plenty of space at the temple. It's
think-
fairly empty.
You have like a standing room there, Rain. That's like your room. I think Triss is just dramatically retelling. It's like, the aunt's gonna be so thrilled. We're practically heroes. It's gonna be so great. She's gonna be so proud of us. Goddess Tamora is gonna be so proud of us. Like, we're gonna just get all the blessings, all the luck. Straight shoot to here that we beat up some gnolls. We got treasure. We found flowers. We helped an old lady in the Feywild.
We got lost in
That's
a
heroic
swampy
stuff.
area.
Yeah.
Maybe not too many details on the type of flower.
I saw the Underdark.
Yeah, and like we got chased by a giant eyeball. And we made some
Hey.
friends in a bar.
As you
I
are
call those friends.
Screaming mushrooms.
No Shot Steve was just in the background saying unhinged words.
I think
But
it's
as
time for bed.
As you arrive to like the front, these polished front doors of the temple, you like push them open. To, like a lovely, cool silence. And a very sleepy and very nervous acolyte. Corva, the usual nervous acolyte.
Carva!
Welcome back. Welcome for your rooms are as clean as ever.
Thank you. Sorry for waking you up.
No, it's been. Yep.
Go back to
And
bed.
she just kind of sits back down in like one of the big chairs and starts to doze like a TA who's on overnight duty.
Like very, very gently, just like pat her head and give her a soft, quiet guidance, and then sneak off to bed.
Her face glows for
A minute.
a minute. And her little eyes are closed the whole time. It doesn't help, but you know, she feels slightly warmer for that 1 minute. And now is again barely doing her job in the atrium as you lead everyone down like the side hall, kind of to where the more permanent rooms are. And your room's here, Rain's room's here. There's a bunch of empty rooms that they still keep up.
We're optimistic.
Yeah. As you were kind of like walking down this hallway, though, roll me a perception check.
Uh, 17 plus 3, so dirty 20.
So there's a side of this hallway that has, for much of your life, been sibling and family rooms. Since people have sort of dispersed, left the temple, gone on adventures, a lot of these rooms have been, they've been upkept, but they've been dark. One of the rooms closer to the entrance, one of the rooms that you kind of consider to be for older siblings, you catch a faint light flickering from under them.
Like, grab Rain and like start with a high-pitched noise that eventually becomes inaudible with how excited she's getting.
What happened?
Look, 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 look! I think one of my siblings are back.
Let's go knock on the door.
No thought. She goes and she like immediately is like annoying younger sibling, like knock, 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 knock. Wait a second. Knock, 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 knock.
You do that like 3 times, and the door just bursts open. And not rage in the face, but that sort of like, you're knocking on my door well past a time when I think it's appropriate for someone to be knocking on my door. I'm tired. Just like snarl on someone's face is like coming out. And the door slams against the far wall, and it is your sibling, Silver. Still in like sweat crusted like under armor, long flowing hair sort of like disheveled a little bit. There's scratches on their faces, their one face that they have.
Oh, so they thought they got a second one.
Oh shit.
Roll for initiative.
Hey. And all that sort of like upset it's not rage, but like the anger in their face fades away as the door slams against the wall and they see that it is you.
Once I get visible, like ignoring everything, like physically launch myself and hug them, like off the air, like trying to grasp neck, even though they're taller than me.
And there's that moment of them being like very, very stiff. And then they just give you like the biggest like sibling hug that they possibly could.
You came back! How's the outside world? I can't believe it! Welcome home!
They don't respond to like any of that, and it's just like that. It's that very much like I've been gone for too long, and they're just like hugging you a little bit too tight and doing that thing where it's like, I can tell you're smelling me, and normally this would be weird for a sibling, but like I'm gonna let it go this time. And after about 45 seconds where everyone else is standing silently in the hall, just watching this, they put you down and like push you back a few inches and go,
It's been a long road. I'm glad someone's still here, little sister.
Well, they usually don't let me leave. I actually got to leave for the first time, but meet my friends, and like grab their hand and pull them out. And like, this is Rain, my bestest friend in the world, and this is Liz. She's new, but she's also really great, and she can hit things really hard.
Just waving nonstop.
We just came back on an adventure where we were hunting for flowers, and we fought gnolls, and we got chased by a giant eyeball, and then we got into a bar, and we met all these strangers. I think we're friends now, and like, it was really great and so much fun. And then we were in the forest, and we had to stay overnight, and then we saw a house, and then like there was an old lady, and I swear the day got repeated like twice. It was really weird.
They take their huge hand and just put it on the side of your face and go, little sister, I'm so fucking tired.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can we do this over a late breakfast? Possibly call it a brunch tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. Welcome back. Missed you. Like another like big giant hug.
Yeah, they give you like a kiss on the forehead and then just push you out of the fucking room. See you tomorrow. Like door slams. You just hear like the heaviest sigh. But in that moment you also saw like an intense tiredness that you are not used to seeing on any of your siblings' faces. On this particular sibling's face. So you know there's plenty to talk about. But it is also late.
So I like ate. It's not that tired, but it's fine. That was Silver. You got to meet Silver. They're really great. They're my older sibling. They're a great adventurer and like practically a hero. Like amazing. Like I bet they fought a dragon. Like and like helped save cities and stuff.
That's impressive.
Yeah. They're really amazing. And like, yeah, gonna like lead you guys down to the rooms and just non-stop chatter about just completely made up things that she thinks that Silver has gotten up to while they were gone. Like, I bet they've gotten to go to like different realms and on different planes and got to try all these really cool different spells. And I bet like Tamora blessed them with all these really cool spells and like non-stop chatter.
You think they've been to the Underdark?
I bet. If anyone's been to the Underdark, it would be Silver.
So as you're walking down this hall chattering and getting everyone to bed, let's snap back. Maury. Gloves. As you leave the bar, are you opposite directions?
Yeah,
Holding
I
hands,
think
skipping down hallways.
Gloves will just get outside and watch, you know, the whirlwind that is Triss, like, take away the other two.
All
And
right.
just slowly nod and go, well, I did enjoy working with all of you in the morning. Hopefully we'll find something else that works.
Yeah, likewise. See you in the morning.
Yeah. Do you know a lot about plants, right?
Yeah, Why?
I might have a job. Separate.
Yeah. Something you need help with, like, now, or it's like a tomorrow thing? 'Cause I mean, I just have my boss to go home to. Just the shop and everything, so if you need help with something.
Not yet, but I'll let you know.
Alright.
All right, so we have gloves. You're venturing back down dockward.
Yeah, toward the guild hall.
All right. Would you stop for street food? Is there anyone you're looking out for in this nighttime situation, or are you just making your way straight back to a bed?
I'll just make my way straight there, but I'll take the scenic route. I'll do a little, like, get the rest of my energy out, climbing
Absolutely.
walls and shit. Go
And
rooftop.
as you're going and just kind of like keeping an eye out for general guild activity, you do see someone you know kind of guarding the crossroads of an alley, or like perched on a rooftop, and as you kind of sneak by, someone as trained as you sees you sneaking and just kind of gives you a swoop. But it is an uneventful journey back to your quarters. Sounds of revelry sometimes meet you. Every now and then the sound of a alley brawl or bar brawl hits you as well, but for the most part, uneventful. You are able to slip into the night, I guess is the thing that people say. Maury, what are we doing?
Yeah. I'm just headed back to the alchemist shop, back to my little basement stockroom apartment.
Yep, you are able to head back. The side door, the special side door that's never locked, is as unlocked as ever. You go in, you smell the mix of poultices and herbs and dirt and fungi that is normally permeating the space, and you are able to make your way to your bed.
I think I would. He does have one thing he wants to do before, since it is dark out at this point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll first check to make sure Boss Man is like if he's awake, let him know that I'm home and I'm alive. If he's not, then I will absolutely leave him alone. Oh my god.
He's like 105 and he's been asleep for at least
Great.
an hour and a half.
Fair enough. Okay, cool.
It's that thing where you have to pause for a second, then you're like,
Make sure he's alive. Yeah. Okay.
he's
Cool.
good, he's good.
Then because Maury's been thinking a lot since his conversation with that fey creature about his plant.
Yeet.
About how this is a special plant that grows, this nightshade that only grows from clandestine graves. So he's gonna duck out to the street again and find a loose cobblestone or something.
Yeah, you
If he can, or it's just some
you
kind
can
of
ruin the
decent
street.
sized rock.
Are you?
I don't want it to be from my garden.
But are you looking to pry up a cobblestone from the street?
If there was one that was just loose, then I would grab it. If not, then it's fine.
I mean, roll me a perception check to ruin the street, I guess.
Okay,
How downtrodden is your neighborhood?
I mean, the whole city's a little downtrodden, but this is like a main street. You're just pulling bricks.
That's fair. I did roll a natural one, so I don't find shit.
Yeah, you're out there with a pick, and you're just like, I'm gonna. And then, a city guard wanders by and just stares at you for a second.
Evening, sir. I just needed to put this away. Yes, I thought I heard something out here, and I wanted to check it out. Oh, good night, sir.
Yep, you get jack shit.
Yeah. I go back inside. Yep. And I'll wait 10 minutes since that guard saw me acting weird.
Yeah.
And then I will go out into the back garden, which is fenced off. There's it's protected.
There's a nice
but I'm gonna,
wall around it.
yeah.
Sure.
And so
Yeah.
Maury's gonna go into his garden, and he's gonna dig up a certain patch
So you
and
walk.
check on something.
You walk into your back garden, and again, the smell hits you. It is honeysuckle. It is echinacea. It is a little bit of like climbing plants and just moist, loamy soil, and the tree that is kind of hanging over half of it just sways gently in the breeze, and there's a gentle sound of crickets and frogs.
Mori like visibly relaxes the second he steps out into this garden. Like this is his happy place.
Yeah.
Like, and then he goes for the garden bed where he had taken this fun little mystery plant from.
You walk over to that, and where what you left had been concaved, going up, it is now a convex patch of earth, as though it has been rapidly hollowed out. It is
Immediately digging to
All right.
check down there. And like immediately, yeah.
So you start digging, and your hands just go through wet, loamy soil, and they go a little bit deeper, and it's about 3 inches of this just rich black dirt that's getting under your nails, and it's covering your hands, and there's a little bit of a muddy element to it, like almost sticky. And you go a few inches deeper, and you hit something that is a little soft and spongy, and as you kind of pull away a little bit more of the dirt, when plants' roots are super impacted and you pull out a plant and the bottom is just like that white ring,
Yeah, yeah.
there is essentially a root pack at the bottom of this, creating a bed below whatever you might have buried here, that is now just dense and alive.
Is what I buried still there?
Nope, not at all.
Okay. I think, okay. Alrighty. Ha! Mori has himself a little bit of a panic attack. Just a little one. I think he would try to get underneath that root that impacted massive roots to see like if it's underneath or something, like to see if, I don't know, if it had pushed it deeper into the earth somehow. Like he's looking for any sort of explanation, any trace.
I will say give me a strength check to rip up these roots.
Oh no.
I don't know, it's plant matter.
It's another natural 1. What the hell?
So like kind of in your panic, you just start like clawing at the tops of these roots, and it's kind of doing the thing where if you had like something that was made of yarn and was a foot thick, you're just getting like little bits of fabric pretty much right now while you're digging. You're just getting tiny bits of roots.
Okay.
But I will say, even with a natural 1, as someone who knows about plants, you look like you're digging from the bottom of the container, not the top.
Okay.
It looks
Okay.
like the roots are going down, not
Like
up.
something is growing upwards. Or like or like the roots are going towards the surface.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Mori is okay, he's gonna stop trying to pull at the roots, having figured that out, because that won't get him anywhere. So instead, he's gonna look for any shred of like any evidence that might still be left.
Roll me an
like-
investigation check.
Okay.
Well, sorry, A.
Different D20. Those 2 are in
Got
jail.
this.
Goodbye.
Just a simple gardener.
Just a simple gardener. It's fine. Investigation. That's a 12. It's better. How long does wording bond last?
1,000,000 years.
Wording bot an hour, so it's a little bit past.
Damn it.
It's a wee
Damn
bit
it.
past.
Yeah.
It's worth
Okay.
asking. All right, yeah, I got a 12. I don't think there would be any like clothing. Well, there might be clothing scraps in that dirt.
I never mentioned that there was clothing. Damn, girl.
There might have been before, is what I'm saying.
I will say that if you are like, you're kind of violently digging through this top layer, you do find little bits of cloth, and you do find
Okay.
a very disturbing tuft of hair every now and then.
Okay. No traces of bone or anything like.
In the way that things that are cremated leave pieces of bone,
Okay. Okay.
there are some things that you're like, maybe this is bone.
Okay. Okay. All right. I think then Maury will kind of sit back on his heels for a second, like take a deep breath. And he's just kind of like talking to himself, just sitting there thinking like, okay. There's no jawbone. There's no jaw. There's no mouth. So no speak with dead. So we're good there. Okay. Cool. Great. Cool. We'll figure this out. Okay. And as he just like more of that as he starts putting the dirt back.
Yeah,
Cleaning up after himself.
You are able to make this into, again, a slight depression in the ground that doesn't look suspicious at all.
I'll try to like smooth it out as best as he can to make it look normal. Like, I'm sure he has some other like potting soil though. Like he would have other kind of like other like stashes of stuff. So
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
like
go over to your like compost bin
Yeah.
and take out some
Yeah.
whatever and put it in there for sure.
Yeah.
For sure you could do that.
I think Maury would try that. Yeah, and do his best to kind of blend it in, make it look like it's not the most obvious thing in the world, even though it totally is. But
At this point, you want to roll a stealth check though?
I would love to. Different D20. Let's go. That's better. My I forgot my dexterity is so bad, so that's a 12.
Okay. It just had to be above a 10 to not wake up your boss with like a fucking shotgun. Yeah, so you were able to root around in the garden till the wee hours of the morning. How late are you staying up at this endeavor?
Like we started doing this at around like 8 p.m.
We'll say it's like
I think
9:45
it's like
by
9.
the time you're seriously into this. Let's be
Okay, that's fair. I think like he won't stay up much longer than it takes to make it look like some semblance of normal back here in this garden. Because he
Alright.
still wants to like get some sleep and not
Yeah.
be suspiciously exhausted in the morning.
just
So
exhausted and dirty at like 12 a.m.
the dirty's normal at least.
Yeah, so yes, then I was gonna be like, if you're staying up till 4:30, exhaustion, just be
God,
for
no,
real.
no.
But like, yeah, you're able to like cover this up. It doesn't look any more suspicious than it looked before. You did not wake
I'll
up
take
your
it.
boss. You were able to crawl into your closet that you're paying $1,200 a month for in college or whatever it is.
I just don't get paid for my job.
It's called room and board. Get used to
Uh-huh. I get paid in room and board.
it.
Uh-huh.
All right. So that is most of the evening, unless anyone else is doing something fucking weird.
Yes, please. I have very specifically a weird request. Before Gloves goes to sleep, I will begin the very arduous process of picking all the hairs and sticking out bits of cartilage off of the knoll ears, and then I'm going to put it in a pot to simmer with 3 sticks of cinnamon and a couple cloves of cardamom, and I'm going to make a soup base out of the like very cartilagey, sort of like what you do with turkey necks and stuff like that. And that's gonna simmer all night because those are some tough ears. But I know
Nice.
someone who wants a bone broth immunization shot, so.
I feel like I would have. There are things I would have let you do with those ears based on Baldur's Gate rules.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought you were doing.
Oh yeah, absolutely could like sell them and make things out of them. I took them for cooking ingredients.
Okay, as long as you're just like
100%.
taste. Okay, there'll be Knowles in the future. Potions of speed then. But yeah, you are able to get that started, and just like there's a low fire like simmering under this gigantic cauldron that's always ready in the various wing of the guild hall. And as you are able to drift off to sleep, the smell of sort of spice and cinnamon and savory ear bits starts to permeate the hall in a way where everyone will wake up hungry, and you're very proud of it. And with that, the guild hall is asleep. The cloister is asleep. The peaceful garden is asleep. And the sun rises the next day. And the city begins to awaken. And the first elements of that are near the gate you came in, where it's all of the farmers coming in and trying to get their various harvests to the dock as early as possible. The next thing to wake up is the docks, and then everything in between. So I guess with that, we will go ahead and start closest to the docks, where we have Gloves waking up. You bookend the night, Gloves.
Yeah, Gloves is gonna go back to the kitchen, and I'm essentially just gonna make like warm rice porridge using that stock to make like a rice congee. Then after that, I will set out unless anybody needs me.
The guild hall sort of like doesn't, as some more casual guild halls do, they never really need anybody. There's always a job board. There's always kids around who could use instruction. There's always something to be done, and you don't have to do any of it.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Yeah, so you can take your little, plastic cord of stock that you've made just up the hill, and as you're going, it's early. There's a lot of people that you recognize, first off, as someone who cooks and tries to get good ingredients. You're seeing bakers that you usually see, and you're seeing some of the fishmongers you usually see as you kind of turn and go up the main road towards the gate. And as you get a little bit further up, you're starting to see some of the shops open as it gets a little bit later. It's like 7:30. But it's not just goods shops. There's coffee shops. This is a large city. And then they have someplace that's serving brunch, and they have one of the brothels is already open on this main street. Like, real good time. So, like, everything is here, and you're hearing the city sort of open back up and being met with the smells as you're walking up the hill towards the bar that you all were at last night, which in the grand scheme of the city is an incredibly uninteresting dive bar. But who else is waking up? And what are you doing? Maury?
I'm up and moving. Pretty early, probably. Well, not as early as usual, considering it was a later night, but like up and moving, trying to get his chores for the morning, like the kind of like the open up the shop tasks, like get those done as quickly as possible so that when he does need to leave, it won't be as big a deal.
But Howie has been without you for...
He has, yes.
So, one of the first things as Howie is getting ready
and making coffee notices is that there's some motherfucker in the backyard digging around.
Morning.
Hey, who? My worry.
Uh-huh.
You can't be sneaking back in here. Just doing whatever. You gotta, like, leave a note. You gotta...
I'm sorry.
I
told you I had to go. There was a job that I was doing for like a few days. I told you that.
And he does the thing where his, like, arm locks up a little bit and he hits his chest, like, real hard a couple times. Just coming in here in the wee hours of the morning. Could have been anybody. Oh,
I'm sorry. I did.
You should be sorry, though. For other reasons. I've been being bothered while you're gone. Bothered!
By who?
He goes off on, like, a light tangent, ignoring your question for about, like, 30 seconds about how he's like, sitting up, he's, like, making tea. And I've just been here for 45 years. And the number keeps going up every time he tells the story. And every time I take on an apprentice, it's just some new bullshit. And he pours you some, like, very watery tea about, like, 45 seconds later.
Thank you for the tea.
Well, they were asking about your friends. Who were your friends? They were the Kavi and Miles with a Y. It was a guy, and he had an insignia. I don't know if I described it as bad. But the city guard, you know, they had their thing with the...
I mean, with Kavi's disappearance, was that about that? Like, because I thought they gave up looking.
Well, because they did, but then the other one disappeared, and then they were wondering if they ran away together, and then they were wondering if it was like a love triangle, and then they were wondering if it was a play. They came by like twice. It was just twice. It was, murder or love triangle. I think they were really on.
I always thought that he may have had something to do with her going missing, so maybe he went on the run. I don't know.
They're not asking about me, so I just was like, I don't know. They're asking about you, and he, like, very in a consolingly gossipy way puts his hand on your shoulder. It's like, you didn't murder anybody, did you?
What? No.
Okay, good. I didn't peg you, but it would have been such an interesting story.
Have you? I'm skin and bones, Howie.
I've seen that you want to hear about. I saw a guy get murdered with a piece of straw. I've seen it.
How?
I don't have time for your bullshit right now. Actual...
I'm sorry, boss. I was just curious about the story it seemed like you wanted to tell. I'm sorry.
I'll tell it next time you come around if you're not in jail or hung for
I'm
murder.
not gonna get arrested, how? Okay.
You might be. Because they were asking about you. Some guy, Cage? I think his name was Cage. Lieutenant? First Commandant? I don't know what fucking rank they use, but I think it was Cage, or it was Gage, or it was Mike. No, one of the first two.
Either Cage, Gage, or Mike?
No, Mike he sells us milk. You know that, Mike.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So it wasn't Mike asking questions, it was some city guard.
They were after the disappearance of the two, the Kavi and the Miles with a Y like a jackass.
It took them long enough to actually start to care about Kavi going missing.
They care about things when it's enough of the bad thing. And I know.
Okay.
Like, his face gets very soft for a second. I know you cared about that coffee, and I'm sorry. I hope you're not the murderer.
Howie! Come on. What do
you live under my roof. You could murder me in my sleep. That's true.
Okay, technically, sure, yeah, but I'm not gonna. I could never do that.
I believe.
Anybody could murder someone that they live with.
See, I believed you. Now I believe you less.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm tired. I got in the job that I got back from last night. We got in kind of late. I'm sorry. I'm kind of tired.
Well, just don't murder anybody, and either avoid or talk to the city guards. I'm not sure which is going to be better for you, but do one or the other. I'm passing on the message, though.
Thanks.
One maybe named Cage is looking for you.
All right. Thanks for the heads up.
He just sips his like very watery tea in the loudest fucking way possible.
Loudest imaginable. Mori will take like a significant. Mori will take a quiet sip of his tea.
Yeah.
All right. I think I need to do a little follow up on the job that I did. That I just got back from today, but it shouldn't take too long. But also, I mean, because I mean, like you know, we do business with Rolf and with their over at the Drunken.
I don't ask
like,
too many
brewing and stuff.
questions.
Well, I mean, like the hops and stuff, like it, like that.
Well,
the hops is fine.
he gives me the tinctures and the hops and the
Yeah.
also
No,
the
like-
beer and the whiskey.
Yeah, Well, I mean, Rolf said that he may have some other work for us coming up soon, so like, to kind of help keep that good business relationship, it would probably be a good idea for.
And he
you
starts
to-
like doing the thing where he's walking away, but like a parent giving you instructions the whole time. Where it's like, well, just make sure you trim that tree before you go. Also, I'm not loving where the weeds are. And then he's just like out of the fucking picture.
I'll take care of it. Thanks, boss.
Yep, that's him. That's your morning every morning.
Yup.
Yeah.
This has been a long apprenticeship. All right.
You slowly take that one long last sip of tea.
Yep. And then I'll do the gardening. I'll prune the tree and do some weeding, and then I'll be on my way.
All right. So we are heading back for where we just lost our ride. I was just gonna come over to these fuckers.
You waited too long.
I know, I feel bad.
touching water,
okay.
I can do something if we
Okay.
want to.
Let's wake up
Let
before the
Vamp-
rest of us. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like 4:30 in the morning, and you just hear a door slam open someplace and go back to bed, and that's Lizarath. Lizarath, what are you doing?
Okay. So, first of all, I'm gonna go for a nice well, I'm gonna do some nice mobility stretches. I'm also gonna like find some heavy things and kind of like pick them up and put them down and pick them up and put them down and do that and stuff. And then after I've done that, I'm gonna like go for a nice little jog so I can work on my endurance.
Picking up one of those like gigantic urn bases that doesn't hold anything as Silver walks by at about 5:30 in the morning after a good rest and just gives you the most disparaging look, like you are just being the loudest person at the gym right now.
Well, I am doing like I would be somewhat cautious with it, but if I knew that it was sturdy, then I would do pick up and kind of like drop, so I'm not wasting energy putting it back down. So it would be like a pick and a drop and a pick and a drop. So it'd be loud.
It's made of marble. You're dropping their marble urn on the ground right now.
I said if I figured it wouldn't
drop
break.
This marble urn on the ground the first time, exactly in the moment that Silver is walking past, and little bits of the underside of this just break off and do a little bit of like dust. And Silver just giving you the biggest stank eye that was carved by a master. Just keeps walking.
I have questions, but okay.
And they slam the front doors open in that way where they don't give a shit if they close behind them, and all the cool air of the night rushes in, and you just kind of see them silhouetted doing one arm stretch and then the other arm stretch as they full fucking like Olympic marathoners start to run. And that's their morning exercise.
More of a strength class than a dexterous class.
They're doing it in full armor.
Gauntlet thrown, Liz. Gauntlet thrown.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll run after them.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so...
I rolled a 7.
So
I rolled
you're
a
like,
2 for a total of 7.
So you've been trying to lift this, like, granite 200-pound urn for multiple sets already. And then you see this person pretty much just Heisman you, and you're like, no, not on my watch. And you start to jog after them a little bit.
Now my central nervous system's shot.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and-
I got nothing.
And you get about 3 strides, and one of your legs gives out, and you just cling to the side of the hall. Waking up, this poor nervous acolyte who's still sleeping in a giant chair because that's her shift. And Corva just goes, no. What do you... I can't... What is this urn? That urn's like 7... That urn's so far from where it was supposed to be. Why are the doors open? What is... I was asleep for 20 minutes. I'm sure it was only 20 minutes.
Well, I mean, I've been working out for like nearly an hour.
They're gonna fire me.
Oh no, are they gonna fire you? Where does it go? Where? I'll put it back.
And she starts like sobbing, and it's that like high pitched, like just baby crying that you like don't know what to do about.
It's like they're here, and like picks up tries to pick up the urn and put it back where it's supposed to go.
At this point, Liz and Rain, you are hearing a commotion in the hall. Oh, Triss and Rain. That Liz is already out there causing the commotion. Apologies.
Triss like stumbles out full in like sleep gown, sleep robe, big giant fluffy slippers. Like she's got her hair all braided up and like wrapped up with a towel, and just like little like sleeping eyeglass thing like pulled up. And it's like, what is going on out here? Are we under attack?
No, it's fine. You can go back to bed. I think I've got it covered.
Are you attacking Corva? What'd she do?
No,
She's so
did nothing.
sweet.
No, she's doing her job. She's good.
Corva, is she bullying you?
No, I'm not.
It's everything's about to play.
Oh, it's gonna be okay. Come here. Like give her a big ol' hug.
And she seems very uncomfortable about it, like that thing where it's like, she's still crying profusely though.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Like nudge her off towards her.
I've been up for like 3 days.
That's not healthy. You shouldn't be doing that. You need.
Your aunt told me that if I didn't stay out, and she's like wandering back towards a room somewhere. She's past you. She said if I didn't stay out, you tell your aunt, and she's terrified. I mean, praise Tamora. Just goes through the door.
Morning,
So you're
Liz. Morning, Rain.
Good morning. I think I made a mess. I also think I maybe upset your sibling.
Oh, that's not possible. They're fantastic and really great. They just never get upset ever.
Do I believe her?
Do you?
I feel like this is an inter-person with multiple siblings issue and not a rolling for anything issue.
This is the sibling off between the two people with the giant family.
That's, yeah, like, believe it between yourselves or don't believe it between yourselves.
I mean, Rain's just gonna insight.
Go ahead, Rain.
Oh.
16.
And you are inciting which...
Does, I guess, if Triss believes that her sibling could ever be upset.
Does Triss believe her siblings can be shit asses?
Okay.
If they could never be upset. Like
Never
that.
be upset, just specifically that one. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so I rolled an 18. My charisma modifier is a -1. So that's a 17.
Damn.
You fully believe this is what Triss believes. Like, her siblings can never be upset. They're fantastic,
perfect
wonderful
angels.
beings, yeah.
Yeah.
Silver's
like,
amazing.
They're out there adventuring and nothing ever goes wrong for them and they're having a great time. And that's exactly why my sister or my sibling is stopping back through right now. For sure.
You just have to come back home to, like, relay all the adventures and tell the stories.
But yeah,
Pass
you
on
gotta
the good
tell
word.
Aunt.
Yeah.
Good old Aunt Marilyn needs to write it down in the book, and then whomever. Yep. So you believe that? You fully believe all of that?
So, what happened, Liz?
I was just doing. I was working out, and I part of my workout routine involves picking up very heavy things. But on the farm, there's lots of equipment and animals that I can pick up to suit those needs.
We don't have those there.
No, so I was using that in points to the marble urn.
Oh no, that was
Captain's
carved by a
base.
master.
Yeah, the base is chipped.
Did you ask anybody if you could use the marble urn?
Oh, do I need to do that?
Do I know anything about this urn? Like,
It's not yours.
Roll me a history check.
come on, be cursed. 12.
You know that it is an urn.
We use it for
That's
ceremonies. Somebody's dead in there.
It's an empty one. It's more of like a gigantic vase than an urn. It's just like it has a top, so you have to call it an urn, I guess. It's more of an architectural feature than anything like religiously based. So its importance is debatable, I guess, in the scheme of a temple, but like it is. You are now looking at one that is missing 2 corners. Like, it still has most of its space, but it has like 2 corners chipped out of it. And that's very obvious when you look down this hall and you see 5 other ones that have all their corners, and the 6th one is fucked up because someone decided to use it as a weight.
Well, the good news is it had no cultural or religious importance. It's just our uncle had this really brilliant idea that in order to like get more traffic and followers to come back, as we had to like redesign and get a whole new vision and like completely redecorated the place, it really didn't work out. And I think even like less people started coming back because then they thought we were kind of more like just trying to be trendy as opposed to actually being religious. It was a whole thing. It led to a really big feud.
Uncle Eros has never been back since.
Nope. The shame. Interior decorating was never their thing, but they keep trying.
No, he's like, I'm gonna take my skills elsewhere. He's in a different city. I'll bring it up later. I'm gonna write that down.
Oh god, it won't write.
Uncle Era. Right in his
It's the Joeys and the Tonys.
It is a Joey's and Tony situation. The blood of Joey. Okay, so you guys have worked out most of what's happening in this temple. And at about this time, some doors at the far end open with a bang. And this poor, continually scared acolyte is like, oh shit, I'm very awake again, and starts jogging down there. And, okay, I want to check back in with Gloves. Where did you end up this morning?
So Gloves probably went somewhere, being so early, Gloves went somewhere to get the first loaf of bread baked somewhere. And is just gonna sit on the roof of the place we're supposed to be meeting, and we'll just watch this city and eat like his rice porridge. It's like sweet butter bread.
Absolutely.
Did we say the meeting spot, or did we say come to the temple?
I believe the assumption we were going back to the inn. We were
Okay.
I thought we said temple because we were gonna do some identifying of potions and objects.
Oh,
Oh,
temple,
you're
but-
right. You're
okay.
right. No.
Alright.
You're completely right. So Gloves will like finish food and then go, fuck, right. And just will like leap off towards the temple.
You eat this delicious, like, fine, it's almost like a fry bread that is, like, only available kind of, like, near the docks, and it goes so good with, like, a porridge. Just in that way that, like, something where you're like, I'll fold and scoop.
Yep.
And you're on this roof, and you're having a great time, and you're watching the sun start to come up, and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm 20 minutes late to be at the next location.
Like, yeah, this is not where I was supposed to be waiting.
Yeah, like, and the way that you're kind of triggered to remember that is about, like, a quarter mile down, and out of the corner of your very, like, sharp, perceptive eye, you see Maury, who also already looks like they're a little bit late for something, start heading towards the temple. And you're able to catch up with Maury. As you shove the last few bites of carbs into your mouth and then jump off this roof, you meander up behind Maury.
Absolutely does not notice you at all.
Yep.
Most people. I'll just like tap Morty on the shoulder.
Ah!
Morning.
Oh, Gloves, morning. Hi.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm a little tired, didn't sleep so great. You startled me. How are you? You look awake and chipper.
Yeah.
As chipper is spelled chipper for you, I guess.
Are you sure you're okay? You seem a little... Well, you're always frazzled.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Do I not seem fine?
No. Do you want a peppermint?
Sure.
Give it a peppermint. It'll help keep you awake at least.
Yeah, thanks. It was just a weird morning. My boss is a very old guy. He's mornings are interesting.
Right. So what exactly is going on with that? You're like a student?
Apprentice. To an alchemist. And I mean, I'm not really learning much alchemy right now. I'm kind of mostly just doing the ingredient stuff, the plant stuff. But yeah, no, it's a whole apprenticeship kind of situation.
I would assume you're not getting paid for that.
Does room and board count?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever need some extra coin and you're okay with not asking too many questions.
Yeah.
The thing that I mentioned last night,
Yeah.
I may need to synthesize a particular type of poison.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Can I cast a glance at? Do I notice that Maury's hands are dirty?
Muted. Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, I would say perception check at disadvantage because Maury's hands are always a little dirty, but to see if they're significantly dirtier than usual.
Disadvantage means that is a fuck.
Maury, per usual, has dirt under their nails and a little bit of like sort of pressed in knuckle dirt that dirt people.
Somehow it's always there.
Yeah.
In spite of washing his hands, somehow it is always there.
Yeah, just that little bit. So Maury does not appear any different to you than usual in their hand dirtiness.
Well, at least you got to check in on your plants.
Yeah. Hey, there is one thing though, actually, as you're actually probably the right person to talk to about it. It's just it's probably nothing. It's probably nothing, but something that my boss mentioned this morning. Apparently there was someone from the city guard asking around for me. See, a friend of mine went missing a few months ago, and so like it could have been part of that investigation, but it's also possible that it was something else. So, do you know anything about a guy called? Well, he doesn't have the best memory, but either Cage or Gage, one of those, maybe even Mike, probably Cage or Gage though.
I'll go through my criminal bacon Rolodex of all the pigs that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
History check, perhaps?
I guess I could say, okay, between knowing that they have a general city guard vibe and whatever, like, yeah, let me get a history check.
Sure. That is a natural 20.
Yes!
Okay.
Yes, for 22.
Give me a second to just let you overthrow my expectations.
Sure.
There is a particularly by the book guard who you know to be named Nicolas Cage.
Yes!
See, I was gonna go Johnny.
That's a song.
But yeah, Nicolas Cage very much likes to close the case, likes to find out what's wrong, and you know that if that person is sniffing around, there is already too many things connecting you to whatever is going on for whoever is being investigated to not take it seriously that they're being investigated.
So essentially, if Cage is on your tail, he's just looking for the proof of that. He already thinks that.
Yeah, like his gut feeling says you're busted, but he has to dot the I's and cross the T's and also dig up the soil or whatever.
Gloves will probably grab Maury's wrist and stop walking and go, Cage? Was that his name?
I mean, my boss doesn't have the best memory, but that's probably it. Yeah.
And you said your friend
Why?
went missing?
My best friend went missing 2 months ago, and there was some other stuff that went down, but their boyfriend did also disappear shortly after too. Their piece of shit boyfriend.
Listen, I know we haven't known each other for a very long time. And I won't pry into any of your secrets, but Gage is one of the only people that I've seen turn down every offer my guildmaster has thrown at him. If he's tracking your scent, any of that other stuff you mentioned, that's what he's looking.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
if your friend is missing, they either need to stop being missing or they need to stay missing.
See, my hunch is that they are gonna stay missing, and it's not their choice. That there's no coming back from what happened to them.
So as you are reading Maury's face, go ahead and roll me an insight check at Maury. As you are looking gloves dead in the windows of their soul. Roll whether you're being truthful or deceptive.
Charisma check.
Yeah,
Yep.
what a, you
Yep.
know.
Yep. That's a 21 persuasion from me.
Ooh, I got a 19.
So,
I mean, Maury's being honest about this, so like.
Gloves will just sort of nod. And then I'd like to do the call of a small canary, which in sort of thieves' cant, I want to call out for one of the many younger like messenger folk that the guild have just all over the city.
So you do that call. It's still relatively early in the morning. You do that call once. And you walk about half a block, and you're like, where the fuck are these kids? And you do the call again, and just pretty much next to you, a very bleary-eyed, about 3'4", like tousle-haired, tiefling youth shows up, because it's no... what?
Good morning.
Morning?
I will
No.
give them I'll give them a single coin and say, do me a favor. If you tell you and your friends, y'all split that, and try and get an eye on, remember that Page guy that we've talked about before?
What kind of coin is this?
It's gold.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, for sure. Cage.
Keep an eye out, and let me know what he's got going.
So that's just me letting you know that, or is that the rest of my friends and they opened their hand up again?
I mean, it's you, and if you learn something, maybe somebody else.
I'll keep an eye out. They're very much emphasizing they personally will keep an eye out. They're probably not spreading the word.
And then maybe are they gone in 60 seconds?
I'm gonna kill all of your So yeah, if you don't put anything else in this kid's hands, they do disappear. They kind of go back out in an alley. Later, about half a block later, you see them on a rooftop, kind of at your back shoulder.
Fantastic.
You gather that they will whistle if that person is directly behind you, if they personally see it.
Sounds good. After we meet up with everyone, I'll try and grab someone else to stick outside of the shop too, just to keep an eye. But like I said, nothing's gonna shake him. He wouldn't be looking into you if he wasn't pretty sure there was something.
Is there any kind of circumstance that'll get him to actually leave something alone? Like, does he try to twist stuff, or does he actually look for proof?
Not unless you're willing to get him out of all of our hair.
Alright. Good to know. Okay. Alright. Okay. Cool. Great. Okay, cool.
So as you have this less than satisfactory conversation, you are passing the bar and headed along the entire row of temples and churches and whatever else. And you're going a little bit further and a little bit further. And if you were hungover, you'd be very sad about this journey, but like for y'all right now, it's just an invigorating morning stroll. And you get across the little like isthmus of land and to the Temple of Tabora, with its grand doors that are highly polished, one of which has been cracked open. And as you are on the hill above and about to come down, you do see someone just jogging away. Someone with the statue of Liz, but then you squint a little closer, and their armor is just so much nicer than anyone that you knows. And they glint their way off the trail and down to the beach. Just at the same time that you reach the front doors and you see Liz trying to shimmy a gigantic marble urn back onto a plinth that is slightly chipped on every corner. And there is Lizarath behind them, just trying to sweep up all of these marble chunks while making Liz feel better about the fact that they ruined something precious.
It's okay, Liz. It's really fine. I think you just keep shifting it a little bit, and then when the light hits it, it just looks like it's artistic. Like someone really put their emotions into their work and wanted it to be felt.
Swirl it.
Just a little bit. Just keep a little bit more. A little bit. Oh nope, that's worse. Take it back.
Oh god.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We just won't mention this.
Okay. I'm still just thinking about Nicolas Cage movie jokes. Sorry. Because I'm just saying that guard seems pretty rigid. Like The Rock.
This is, she intentionally waited until you weren't in the scene for this.
Mm-hmm. He's probably off leaving Las Vegas.
I feel like that's a Sheryl Crow reference, and I'm just...
No, that's...
No, we don't need to... No, what are you doing for D&D right now?
Raising Arizona.
Morning, Maury. Morning, gloves.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Thank you, Amber.
Morning.
I brought your aunt some cone. It's really good for her bones.
Oh, she'll be thrilled. Thank you. And then I'm gonna run off to my room and go get changed quick and bring out the items and stuff. And brunch will be in a few minutes. Make yourselves at home.
you are very much getting the idea that the temple is waking up now. Like, more doors are slamming open. Like, you hear your aunt as you're running away to, like, change. Your aunt, like, telling somebody to draw a hot bath. But in the, like, loudest, shrillest old lady way where you can't tell what part of the temple she's in.
It's everywhere.
Through your soul, and you're like, I think I should run a hot bath
Yeah.
for her, actually. And that's about like 10 minutes of everyone's life, where it's like, Triss is off this way, everyone else is kind of standing awkwardly in the lobby like, what's up? What's up? And
So.
then...
Slide back into the conversation. I'm back.
Dressed in all white.
That's all she wears. It's a terrible decision for adventuring.
As far as identifying these things, who are we?
Oh, my aunt should be able to help. She'll be able to help, or she'll know who will be able to help us.
Wonderful. And then maybe look for another job.
Yeah. Anyone have any fun ideas?
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Gloves. You seem to know your way around. You remember that tavern that we were in, and I fought that lady and I won a lot of money?
Yeah.
Think I could do that again?
See right
I
No.
have so many spells, like I've had so many lessons on how to help people and like limit in how they take damage and to buff up and make them stronger. I think this would be a fantastic exercise.
now. Right. I wanted to talk to you about that. You do know that that's cheating, right?
Is it?
Yeah. You can't
Oh.
because they don't have
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
I
it's
would
not, like-
say, you as a well-up townie, though, know that there are types of fights that do allow cleric bullshit.
Oh, wait, me or
is-
gloves?
Gloves knows that.
okay,
You
okay.
are a sheltered out of.
Okay.
You're a suburb baby. Shush.
Yeah. Everyone has access to these spells. What are you talking about, gloves? I grew up with everyone who could cast these things. You put them on yourselves before you start brawling.
Obviously.
Yeah.
There are buff knights at the fight pit, but not just regular.
Thanks.
It's also
That
the
is.
the extreme higher end fights that have everything goes do allow for all types of magic. Like, that's kind of the thing. It's like, hey, are you bringing your best 3, 5, whatever number of people, or are you losing this fight? Like, you as a guild member know that exists within the city somewhere.
So yeah, that is a thing. I'm less familiar with those than other ones. I don't really do straight up fights, or I try not to at least. I'm more of a sneaker in the back kind of person.
Well, if you think about it, everyone's not going into the same fight with the same armor or the same training. So, like, us buffing Liz could offset someone having a really fancy sword.
Like, if it's not stated in the rules before you start.
Or
Yeah.
if the rules are nothing really matters.
There's no rule that says a dog can't play basketball.
Airbud law is how I run all of my games, actually. At that moment, a door in the back of the temple bursts open in
It's just,
like
this is
a
how
very.
Get used to this. This is how place operates.
It was like a lazy gust sort of way, like someone gusted the door open at first level and it slammed back. And we got little nervous buddy Korba back there, just somehow has made her way around the entire temple and is now escorting Aunt Marilyn.
Say with confidence, I'll believe you.
Marilyn? I feel like there's a soft sound in there and I'm not doing it right. I think we have an apostrophe someplace. But like Korba is definitely walking your aunt out, and your aunt is telling her like a whole story. Once again, in that like sort of dawdling way that old people tell stories. She's like, and when I was going down the beach back when I was not a non-jogger. I could jog in my day. And you're hearing this like echo through the hall in that creepy way where you're just hearing jog like 17 times for every time she said it, and it's overlapping. But that is your aunt. That is who you're here to see. She can identify shit. She's in charge of the temple. She can tell other people to identify stuff. That's an adult. Like, that's who we're looking for.
Listening to the echoes, like trying to triangulate, okay, that's bouncing off of there, that's going for there. She's down that hallway. And like runs down the hallway. Aunt Marilyn!
You go the exact wrong direction for some reason. Where she is like being moved to the gigantic throne in the center of the room.
I'll get
and
there.
Everyone just watches you go as she's being slowly walked to a gigantic chair.
I'll get there. Don't worry. There's only so many doors in this place.
There's so many doors.
There's so many.
So you guys have lost Triss for at least an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, I don't know Triss's life. There's multiple stories. There's multiple doors. There's staircases. Anyway, now it's Aunt Marilyn and y'all.
My stomach growls.
And get brunch going, she yells to the acolyte who walked her out there. I want at least, okay, waffles? Waffles.
Ooh, waffles.
You are friends. You're friends of Triss or Trisco.
Yeah.
I think she went to find you, ma'am.
Always a dumbass. Never a dumbass. Bless her.
Oh,
Oh, her. I thought you meant me.
I mean,
Hi. Who are you?
I'm Lizarath Humblegrain.
Lovely to meet you. You seem hale. Can I get you some porridge? You seem like a porridge girl.
I won't turn down any food.
She just very loudly yells acolyte, and then in a normal voice says porridge, as though it will just appear. About 4 minutes later, someone does bring by porridge. You're not sure if it was super connected to that. I feel you all need something. Maybe not you. And she just pats you, like, gently on the shoulder, Lizarath.
with Triss running off, who has the items?
Triss.
Nice.
Yeah, it's only like 100 yards that she can go, and then she just has to come around the end of the hall and come back. But, Triss, roll me a d20 to see how long it takes.
That's a 13.
It takes a minute. You guys are sitting there awkwardly in front of... You're watching Lizarath eat some disgusting porridge while you're waiting for Triss to return, and it takes longer than you would like, and you've seen someone you met a week and a half ago eat more porridge than you would have liked to see.
I will also give the little ramekin full of stock and the rice pungi. I know you like porridge, so I made this morning.
And you're giving it to Aunt Marilyn?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is after you've watched Liz eat unflavored porridge for at least 3 minutes. And then you hand this like lovely flavored stock to Aunt Marilyn. And she, with hands that are steadier than you thought that this woman could be, takes it and just goes, I knew you were a good one. And in just that like real uncomfortable old lady way, she leans forward and kind of like pinches the hollows of your snake cheeks and goes, I'm glad my niece brought you around. She'll be back any second. And just in that second, you hear the heavy footfalls of Triss running up the exact other hallway to come back and join you all.
Yeah, she'll be here at this.
And she's back.
Full, like, slide the last stretch. Like, Aunt Marilyn, we're back and we're heroes! We did it!
Oh, heroes. Precious. I like that you left finally, though. I just had the nervous one and like 3 others that are also nervous. It's lovely when they all don't know anything, and you're just, you're my baby. And she just does that like old lady thing where she slaps you on like both cheeks at the same time. What did you learn? What did you get? What have you done?
Okay, so we were sent on a grand quest to go get some flowers, and we had to go to, like, oh my gosh, we got chased by a giant eyeball, we got attacked by bandits, and then we made so many friends in a random basement, and then we had to go to an old lady's place that was through a door of another place, and all of a sudden it was, like, magical Feywildiness, and then, like, we had to, like, help them out, and then got attacked by fairies, and then we had to help this lady, like, do all these tasks, and then, I found a coin, and we helped her, and then she gave us the flowers, and we went back on our merry way, and then we got attacked by gnolls. But we totally did really awesome, and we defended ourselves, and no one died, and now we're back!
And in that moment, you realize that your aunt has vaguely dozed off.
Aunt Marilyn? Aunt Marilyn? Aunt Marilyn? Aunt Marilyn?
And that's where we'll end it this evening.
I don't know why you don't let me do the recaps, really. I think I nailed it.
6:45 in the morning, and Aunt Marilyn is sleepy, and you just did all of that, and she's... Yeah.
That's too much. It will shut anyone's brain off. It's just when the pitch hits a certain register.
It puts her to sleep like a baby. Like, she's like, that's my niece. That was perfect, though. It was a great wrap-up of exactly what Alright, but yes, we will call it there at the exact moment before Aunt Marilyn does anything helpful. And catch back up at an every other Friday that will maybe be next every other Friday. We'll see. But we will go around and we will say our handles for shit and shit. Sorry, it gets worse every time. I'm sorry, everybody. Anyway, D's laughing, starting with D.
Oh, hello. I'm D. Hello, my lovely creatures of the dark. My name is D. I'm a voice actor, streamer, musician, professional GM all across the internet. I'm getting married in 35 days, and I'm so tired all the time. I'm not doing anything. Follow me anywhere on the internet at It's the Riddler, and see me flail about in various bits of social media. So 2025, and we'll sleep. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. This is a very fun one.
All right, Nat.
Hi! Hello, I'm Natalie, Shield Maiden or Shield Maiden cosplay across all platforms with Shield spelled with 2 I's. Mostly on Instagram. Not that I post often, but sometimes. You can also find me at zelman.arts on Instagram, where I post my other artwork and stuff like that. Also very rarely, but that's okay. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay,
Rick, what you got?
Hi, it's me, Rec1568 on all those places and things. And I'm tired. I got nothing going on, but I am kind of streaming again. So that's happening.
Oh. What you
I
streaming?
know. I'm streaming Tales of Vesperia now. Had to do it. For charity.
For charity, guys. Check it out. Jess, go.
Me? Yeah, hey, I am Jess or Jessica or Dr. Psych Owl on the things and the stuff, except on Twitter where I'm Dr. Psych Owl TV. But I tweet into the void there, oddly enough, about like WNBA stuff now mostly. If I'm being for real. But follow me on Instagram where you can see the cosplay update posts, because I'm trying to get something done for a competition at the end of the month, maybe.
It's a crunch, and we're both doing it.
Yeah.
It got worse. Amber, go.
How can I follow that up? Hi, I'm Amber, Bedonia Talk or Bedonia Cosplay across the places and the things where I am not posting because I am procrastinating and just reading a lot. But if you want book recommendations, hey, hit me a DM or follow the chat with me and Princess Lady Bro because we took over break. A lot of great suggestions. Scroll up. But hopefully we'll be doing some cool things when I get around to actually deciding what I'm making. I don't know. If you got something you think I should make, come yell at me. I don't know. So.
Make what you want to make, Amber.
No!
Make what you want to make.
That's not how this works.
Make what you want to make.
Also, make something simple.
That's
anyway.
Impossible. Have you met me?
D.
Make 40 mock-ups.
I'm on it. Let's go.
And nothing completed. Nothing
Yes.
finished.
D, go.
D already wins.
It's you.
Yeah.
Left.
It's
Is
you.
it
You're
me?
last. It's you.
It's you. You're the problem.
I'm the problem. It's me. Hello. My name is Kai. Kyle, creative. On the things and the stuff. I too am working on something for the end of the month, and it might be something where Jess printed parts of it and said, "Here is your cock ring." So follow me to find out about Magic Earring Dark Magician, I guess. That's it. I think that's most of the promo, actually.
Yeah, that's it.
Chat. I'm
No
gonna need
explanation
you
needed.
about
But yes, anyway, we'll be back in probably 2 weeks to play more D&D, where we will find out whose cousins are hanging out in temples or whatever the fuck's going on.
Got way too much family. It's great. Okay.
Yeah, that's really all I got. We'll find out about it. Yeah.
We are raiding Dorcius, so
Thank
stick
you.
around for the raid for that.
Dorsey.
Yeah! I'm hitting that button, so say your goodbyes.
That's the sign off. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
I never.